All right, back with Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg Bishop on 92.7 WMAY, Springfield's News and Talk, and a lot to talk about with the business community with Michelle Ownbey, publisher of the Springfield Business Journal. She joins us as she does each and every Wednesday. Michelle, thanks for taking time, and I got to tell you, I got a caller, listener who earlier this morning sent me some texts. He said he was in line at a new bakery that was opening up, and he said it was great to see the hustle and bustle, especially before 6 o'clock in the morning, and he was able to get some delicious baked goods and also a free T-shirt. So he feels like he won the lottery this morning by checking out this new bakery that opened up. Tell us about HAE's Bakery.
Yes, Hayes Bakery and Coffee Shop. They are keeping some crazy hours, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. So this is actually a lot more even than just a bakery and coffee shop. They're even doing lunch and dinner items, soup, sandwiches, salads, that kind of thing. They're going to have a lot of grab-and-go food because I'm sure everybody's seen it. It's that big two-story building that just got constructed right there at Madison and Jefferson. So you see it whether you're coming and going east or west, major intersection there. And, of course, that was the old Family Dollar. Chris and Amy Benad purchased that property earlier this year. We had done something on them when they first announced their plans. Tore down the old Family Dollar and then built that new building from scratch, and actually opened pretty much right on schedule, which is kind of unusual these days with all the supply chain issues and construction delays and all that. But yeah, they are rocking and rolling over there. As of, I think they actually did a soft opening last night, but today is their official grand opening.
Well, poor old JC, listener, he texted me at about 5:45 this morning saying he was in line. A little after 6, he said, I got a free T-shirt and also some delicious mini donuts. So he was definitely happy to be there on that first day. Talking with Michelle Ownbey, publisher of the Springfield Business Journal, and the Pasfield House is getting a reopening. Tell us about that.
Yes, reopening under new owners. Again, we had written about this back at the beginning of the year. Molly Fry purchased the Pasfield House. Of course, that was the estate of Tony Leone, who had been the proprietor for many, many years and passed away a little over a year ago now. So this one, Molly had originally hoping to be open sometime in mid-July, but, you know, with construction, especially with historic properties like this, you get in there, you find, I think they call it undiscovered conditions. That's a technical term for it. In her case, the roof started to collapse. And so she ended up having to put on a whole new roof, which was not in the original plans, and also caused some damage to the upstairs rooms. So she's got 2 of the rooms ready to go, and she's got all the event space done. She said they had to kind of put a pause on the exterior painting and the other exterior renovations while they waited for the roof to be done, but that gave her time to redo the catering kitchen. Of course, Pasfield House, known as a big event space, so she's hoping to bring that back, especially coming into the holiday season. So they are having an open house from 5 to 10 this Saturday night. Pasfield House is doing the food. They're going to have a cash bar with Ad Astra, which is another new business getting ready to open downtown that we've been talking about off and on. But good to see that historic property coming back to life.
Absolutely, no question about that. So watch that space again. The reopening is happening October 22nd from 5 to 10 at the Pasfield House. Tell us about ProBid. It's a company that's looking to get some new digs.
Yeah, they've been a home-based business, but if you've driven past the corner of MacArthur and Jefferson lately and you've seen that old James Machinery building, it's pretty big, about 10,000 square feet there on the corner, and there is a coming soon sign, and that is Justin Condor, the owner of ProBid, and they are a company that lots of people trying to get work done, whether it's residential or commercial, but maybe you don't know who to call. You know, a lot of people have had bad experiences with contractors taking advantage of them and that sort of thing. So ProBid is sort of a one-stop shop. They do some of the work themselves. They also have different subcontractors with various trades that they work with. And so, as I said, Justin's been home-based for a while, but he's planning to hire some additional staff and also create a showroom where he can meet with clients there to talk about their projects and select materials and that sort of thing. So he's getting ready to start his own renovations of that property and hopes to be open by the first part of 2023.
Finally here, Michelle Ownbey, publisher of the Springfield Business Journal. We just had the council roundup earlier in the show in the 7 o'clock hour, and that was after a nearly 5-hour 5-hour council meeting where they dealt with the Wyndham City Center, and they voted down a third request for a zoning variance. And the question really comes down to how many apartments are there going to be and how many hotels are going to be. So that's one thing impacting the business community in Springfield, but there's other stuff that Springfield does as well. Tell us what's some of the latest you guys are reviewing there with the Springfield Business Journal.
Yes, and I will mention one of our reporters, unfortunately for him, did have to sit through that entire 5-hour meeting last night.
Gosh.
He couldn't get by with, I just listened to the roundup this morning, so that was a lot better.
I didn't have to sit through it. I just listened to it on double speed this morning.
There you go.
There
you go. Sometimes you want that double speed button in real life.
No
but yes,
kidding.
we will be posting something soon with the analysis of what happened at the council meeting last night. But what I was going to mention this morning, this is actually a follow-up to something the city council did a while back. The whole cannabis sales tax revenue, of course, the state gets a portion, the city gets a portion. The city has devoted half of their 3% to paying down pension debt. The other half of that 3%, they're trying to spur economic development on the east side, and so they created a new business grant program specifically for minority businesses on the east side. They just finished making the first round of awards for that. Funded 22 different businesses, which they said was about 1/3 of the applicants, so it sounds like there was quite a bit of interest in that program. Some of the recipients also received additional funding through the east side TIF. And so we have an article kind of looking at some of the businesses, what their plans are with the funds. Some are new businesses, some are expansions of existing businesses, and again, all located on the east side because they have to be in these targeted, disproportionately impacted areas because of all the regulations surrounding the cannabis funds.
Detailed, in-depth, ahead of the curve. That's what you get with the Springfield Business Journal, and I greatly appreciate that we can check in with Michelle Ownbey, publisher of the SBJ, each and every Wednesday to get these insights. But you can get even more in-depth analysis of what's going on in and around the Springfield business community by getting your hands on the SBJ. Michelle, how do they do that?
Well, if you go to springfieldbusinessjournal.com, you can sign up for Biz Bites. In fact, if you do it quickly, you'll still be able to get our digital newsletter that comes out this afternoon, and that is free of charge. And, of course, you can also sign up to get the print edition delivered directly to your home or office, and that'll be going out next week.
Michelle Ownbey, greatly appreciate it. We'll talk again soon.
Thanks, Greg.
It is Springfield's Morning News. I'm